All right. I do believe we're back, y'all. We had some technical problems going on. I don't know what the hell was happening, but we appear to be back. TPOT is just straight ghetto, y'all. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know it's ghetto as hell. The whole joint. No ghetto. But we are back. Hopefully we're gonna be able to get I'm back. Hopefully. Let's see. I think we're back. I don't know what happened, y'all. First, my damn mic went down. My audio, I couldn't hear anybody, and then shit just shut off for no reason, y'all. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why, y'all. Lost everybody. I don't know what the hell happened. I sent everybody the link. I sent them the link. Oh, damn, I gotta send it to the master teacher as well. Hold on, y'all. He's probably like, what the hell, man? Ghetto shiznit. Um, Computer ain't even reacting at all now. I have no reason why. I have no idea why it's doing what it's doing right now. All right, let me send master teacher. I got this mail to him. I'll send it back to Brother Theron too. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened, y'all. Something crazy, just out of nowhere, shutting off. I'm like, what the hell? All right, that's everybody. That's everybody. Everybody should have it now, I do believe. Yeah, sent it to everybody. I don't know what the hell happened, y'all. Everything just started shutting down for no damn reason. Audio, all of that stuff was the first to go, and then in and the shit was just off. Now I have no reason. I have to have no understanding of what just happened, y'all, whatsoever. Because I was out of it for like 20 minutes trying to fix my damn microphone. Microphone fixed and came back in, and shit wasn't working off. Because I mean, we was just yapping, all outside of y'all. Y'all missed some good conversation because they was like, "We'll think we off the air." So we was just basically just doing a hangout in here. Y'all couldn't y'all couldn't even hear what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my bad. Ghetto shit just happened. I don't know what it was, y'all. Shit just shut off for no reason whatsoever. Don't know. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, exactly. I look up there and all these alpha males up on the jump off. That's what it is. Cause y'all know sometimes, you be doing shit and out of nowhere, the damn shit just cut off. Oh shit, look at me, y'all. Y'all see me up there? See, that should have been the indication right there because I have it going on to there and I didn't see it live anymore. I should have knew that something had happened. Stupid, not even paying attention to my own damn television screen. Jesus. Damn recording. Damn it, man. No. Oh shit, brother Theron back. What happened,
What's
brother
good? What's
Theron?
good,
I don't
man?
know what the hell happened,
Chilling.
man. Shit just went
Hey, man, it
no
happens, bro.
reason.
It happens.
You
It
know?
happens. It happens. Trust me, I know. For real, for real. I know. It happens. It goes down.
I was just telling the people that it should have been an indicator when I looked at my screen, because I had it projected on my screen, the hangout, and it's playing some shit that I taped like 2-3 weeks ago right now. So that should have been an indicator
Oh.
that shit had went off. I was
Yeah, man,
I
it
wasn't even
happens
paying that
though.
shit. No, never mind.
Right, right,
No,
right,
never mind. You know,
right.
try to add a little effect to my shit. Have the old stream playing up on the TV and whatnot.
For sure,
Oh
for
shit!
sure.
I sent everybody the stream. Hopefully they'll come back. They're probably like, the hell with this ghetto ass damn ghetto ass hookup right here.
Right.
Ghetto. Yeah, ghetto. I don't know what the hell happened, man. I need to find out what happened because I don't want that shit happening again.
Yeah, the stream was dope, man. I mean, everybody had good feedback. Everything, everything was going cool at first, and then I'm glad somebody finally noticed and said something else. So now
I
we can
don't
get
know
back to
what
it real quick.
happened. That's some bullshit, man. You know, people in the chat was saying it's all that alpha energy on here, all that alpha energy on the goddamn stream, feeling that shit. They like, what? But I wanted to because I spent like 20 minutes damn thing, and
Mhm.
I wanted to ask Brother BlackRam, his perspective on women and whatnot. Does it come from a cultural standpoint or a mental standpoint? Because I know the brother is an Israelite.
Mhm.
I wanted to ask him about that kind of shit. That's what I was about to do before my shit messed up. Just went
Okay.
out. That shit just, and then I couldn't hear y'all either. My mic went out. Cause see, I talk to y'all through this mic, but this mic right here on another base because I take this stuff and I record the audio. So this mic
Right.
was fine.
Mhm.
That was messing up.
Oh,
Mic
okay.
caught all the blurbs of me saying, "Oh shit," it caught all that. So
Right.
uh, edit all that
Right.
shit out now.
Mm.
It's crazy, man. Just
That'd be like that
crazy
sometime,
shit.
man. How's things down there in North Carolina though? I just left from Gaffney, South Carolina, a couple days ago.
Oh, North Carolina, because North Carolina, and where I'm at, I'm in Charlotte, and the living is cheap.
Mm.
I own a power mechanic shop. That's what I do. I work on equipment. Everybody who follow me knows that. I work on small engine equipment. I work on commercial lawn equipment, generators, outboard motors, all that kind of shit. Skid steers, lawn trimmers,
Mhm.
residential mowers, motorcycles, and I own a power mechanic shop. Um, If I was still in New York, and be able to cost number one, the shop space would probably be too expensive. The business taxes would probably kill me up there.
Right.
Down
Right.
here, different. I have a pretty steady flow of business. Not to toot my own horn and shit, but
Mm-hmm.
my business is actually doing pretty good this year. This is one year that I'm actually in the black and red for like a year and a half and shit, man. And, whew, those first
Woo.
2 years was a bitch.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
first 2 years was a bitch. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually in the black. North Carolina is cool, man. I mean, some of the people they leave a little bit to be desired, but it's a beautiful place to live. The house I live in, this house. I mean, I live in a room, two, and the house is about 2,300 square feet.
Uh-huh.
Um, what get like 500 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get like 500 square feet. It's on an acre of land.
Mm-hmm.
We're leasing it with the option. So, I mean, I can't really the cause where I'm at, I don't live in the hood. I
Right.
don't live in the hood. I tell everybody I don't live in the fucking hood.
Uh-huh.
You know why? Cause I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
Well.
So I'm away from all that shit. I live around a bunch of white folks, Asians, and Hispanics.
Uh-huh.
And this cul-de-sac that because I live in a cul-de-sac in Charlotte called Provincetown. Town is maybe trying to think. It may be 150 homes here. And out of those
Damn.
150 homes, I think there's maybe black families. I'm one of them.
Oh, okay.
I happen to be one of them. Yeah, I
Okay.
happen to be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but it's cool though. I mean, the white folks, they don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with them. I actually get along. It's one of those neighborhoods. It's there's a lot of retirement people here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you see a lot of young people too. You always see white women jogging in front of the house and shit like that. You see that shit all the time.
Right.
Um, it's a pretty progressive neighborhood, man. I mean, Charlotte's a pretty progressive city. Where you are, east side, you probably don't want to be caught dead over there.
Mm-hmm.
If you died on the east side, you would come back to life and walk out and die somewhere else. You would not want to be there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be living over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty progressive city. It's a banking town,
Mm-hmm.
because Citibank and Wells Fargo and Bank of America and all those big banks. This is where their headquarters are.
Mm-hmm.
It's a banking town. The stadium down there where the Panthers play, be 15 minutes from where I live, America Stadium. So
Right.
that's kind of what kind of place it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a blue collar guy, I was telling BGS about this a couple weeks ago when he was on my show. If you're a blue collar guy, you can do really, really good down here,
Mm-hmm.
city where I live at. Very blue collar. If you're a plumber, electrician, landscaper, roofer, that kind of shit, you can make plenty of money down here. I know because these guys, I work on their
Right.
equipment to my
Right.
shop. If
Right.
you're a blue collar guy like me, you can carve out a living down here.
Uh-huh.
But unless you tricking up all your money on hoes, and then you
That's your
messed up
business.
in the game. Yeah, you tricking up your money on whores. That's a different story. See me, I
Right.
don't have that, because I got a lady. You know what I'm saying? Me and my woman, we've been together for like years. So she's perfect, but she understands me to take constructive criticism.
Mm.
Her and I are still together. the minute she starts not being able to do that, we probably won't be able to be together. She understands manhood, but then again, my lady had a father. So, there's difference when you deal with a woman that had a father. It's a different experience
Mm-hmm.
the the product of some baby mama.
Right,
You're
right,
just gonna have a different dynamic, because they know how to respect men. They understand men, they understand a man's authority, and all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
me and my woman, we get along all right. Like I said, so she understands the deal. Me and her father was actually pretty tight when he was
Mm-hmm.
alive. Shit, me and her father used to actually drink together. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
me and her father used to put them back together. So
Right.
I, I don't have too many problems out of my woman. I mean, she's a female, so of course, you're gonna get some bullshit, but for the most
Always
part,
some bullshit.
it's some bullshit. It's never gonna be 100% perfect. That shit is not gonna happen.
Yeah,
But
man.
I
That's
get
that's one of
about
the
80
that's one of
of
the
the
biggest
time. It's
fears.
all good. It's
That's
all
one of the
good.
biggest fears, man, that I got about my daughter growing up, man. She about to be 18 in June, and she started, yeah, she started dating and everything, man. And man, I ain't really going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man.
I'm like, dog, I'm a an older dude. Don't get me wrong and everything, and I stay pretty even keel. I don't really get too emotional about shit, but about her, that's some shit man, shit. I,
You said
it
she
won't
getting
end well.
ready
Huh?
to date, or is she dating
No, she's
already?
dating. She's dating.
She's dating.
She's dating.
That's
Yeah,
a
she's
serious
dating.
thing,
Yeah.
man.
I got
So
two daughters too, man. I got two daughters.
really,
My
how you
youngest
do
daughter
you ever
just
get
turned
up? Do you get
19.
over that? Get over that
Um,
shit? Will it pass? Is what you know what I'm saying?
I need to know that
well,
too.
I have one daughter that's 26,
Mm-hmm.
been through what I'm going through with my 19-year-old daughter now. That had a prep course. Because my oldest daughter is 26. So, really prepared for your daughter being with a man.
Mm.
You're a man, so what a man's gonna do to your little girl. You know what he's
You
gonna
know
do.
what he's gonna do.
You're never
You're
really
never
truly
really
prepared
truly.
for that. I just don't believe you're ever truly prepared for that.
Profit of thought. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you.
Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, I was never prepared for my daughters to start dating and stuff, but once they get a certain age, the best thing you can do for your daughters date is be their father. That's gonna prepare them. That's what's gonna give them the most preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't stop them. Stop them. You got a
Yeah.
daughter that's 18, 19, 20. Girl, you can't be dating men. You can't do that. Thing you could possibly
Yeah.
do as a father, man, because that's what's going to prepare her to make better decisions and make better choices with men as well. So, how about
Yeah, I mean, it ain't that I want to stop the natural order, man, or like I'm trying to prolong it. I was trying to prolong it as long as I possibly could, but she turned 17. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of a sudden, man, she started developing the interest, and I just, I'll be telling her like, look, I have your best interest at heart. You understand what I'm talking about? If you got a
Mhm.
question about some shit, you need to open up your mouth and speak for real. You know what I'm saying? You can always call
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And if I gotta, come off the road or whatever, it ain't nothing for me to catch a flight. I go anywhere. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just
True.
it's not the natural order, man, because it's like you know, the dudes or whatever, man, she bringing home, I mean, they knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, you
Yeah.
can't. And I told one of them, man, dude, you ever come back over here again, man? I'm gonna have our cousins, man, beat your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't touch you because you
Don't
17 right
come
now.
back.
So yeah, yeah,
Hey,
man. That's
hey,
that's my
Theron.
worst fear though. What's up, bro?
Theron, do you have a YouTube channel, bro?
Yeah, yeah. It's Theron Williams TV.
Okay, I'm about to check you out. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, now that we back, brother Black Ram,
Yes,
um,
sir.
to ask you a question, brother.
Hmm.
Your material is different from your brother's material. Let me just start there. Um, a lot of us, we have these platforms where we talk about women and how men relate to women and how women relate to us and all that kind of thing. But
Hmm.
you come at it from a different angle, man. You come at it differently, man. You give a different
Hmm.
type of commentary. So what I wanted to ask you
Hmm.
was, because I know you're an Israelite, right, brother? You're an Israelite.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So because do you come at it in a particular way because of your Israelite teachings, or do you come
Hmm.
at it this way because this is just what you think mentally? Let me ask you this: have you come to this conclusion because of your Israelite teachings? I should say.
I'm gonna say it's a little bit of both. Um, I think it comes from when we talk. A lot of times we talk out of the abundance of our heart. Um, so I was always a very emotional person, and I was always the person who wanted to see the root cause of a thing. I don't want to look at the symptoms. I want to look at the causality. I don't want to look at the leaves. Let me see the root. So I'm a very emotional man, not weakness, but emotional. And um,
Mm,
I always like to look at the heart of something. So what got me the most is the idea that women are loving and have a big heart, which some do. I'm not saying they don't. But the whole thing, I want to look at the whole overall mind and actually heart and intents of the heart. Because the scriptures talked about the intents of the heart. So I like to look at the heart of the matter. I like to look at the root of the matter. So I think that's what makes my YouTube channel slightly different from what everybody else is saying because I want to look at the overall heart. I want to pierce through the veil of the heart of a woman and see what's there, the good, the bad, the ugly, and analyze it to share that with somebody to make their lives better, make a person more aware. So I try to analyze almost all of the details. Women are very detail oriented. I'm not though. But I try to have the details worked out. I try to see really what's in that heart, man. I really want to regurgitate that thing and bring it out. And I've always been like a soulful person. Um, a lot of men talk about women sexually, and a lot of men talk
hmm
about women mentally. But I like to talk about the emotional relationship a man has with his woman. I notice nobody really talks about it. I don't know if men think that makes them feel soft or whatever, but I'm a man and I'm an emotional man and I don't have no problem being that. So I look at the emotional relationship between man and woman. I look at that connection. I look at the things that can happen within that dynamic. So I think that's why mine is a little bit different. It's kind of hard to really spell out. But when people look at my channel, that's exactly what I'm looking at. Some people like it, some people don't. But I don't want to deal with just surface stuff. Let me work on the internals because there is a deep emotional relationship between man and woman. We like to deny it, act like it's not there. I guess as men, we want to make it just seem like it's all about, I guess we have to be macho all the time. I've been hurt by women, and I can be hurt by a woman. Um, you try to minimize the damage, but at the end of the day, that's the experience. That's the human experience. Loving a woman, being emotional, which is nothing wrong. I'm not talking about in some peon way. I'm not talking about in some way in which a man doesn't have his strength. I'm not talking about in a way where a man is to be walked over. I'm talking about that deep emotional connection you have with the woman. And sadly to say, not in every relationship. You just mentioned how your relationship is successful, but sadly to say, most of the time, what a woman puts and presents as a facade, her heart really isn't
mm,
with you, and that scares me. So as a man, you're thinking in simplistic terms. We eat, we sleep together, we eat, we share a relationship. I trust her, she trusts me, but usually it's a little bit more deeper than that. I'm concerned with those secret thoughts that she has when she's in the bed at you at night, and you wake up to see her staring at you when she's trying to figure out. I'm concerned with what the woman does, not necessarily in a jealous kind of way, but what goes on in the mind when she's not with you, when she sees that other man with the big muscles. What she
hmm
really intends to do. Is she really on your side? Is she always looking for that exit? Because I notice women always think in terms of the future without being with you. They always see themselves with someone else eventually. So I'm concerned about where the heart of a woman lies. And the scary part, I'm gonna be honest with you, the scary part, brother, and I mean this, the scary part is when you start to analyze your woman, a woman, and you get to see the imperfections that are there that are most of the time, I can say most of the time, that sometimes a woman's heart really is not with you. That's scary, man. It's a scary thing. So I try to, you know, reach out to brothers to try to minimize the damage and the blow, let them be aware of what's out there. Because not every woman is a good woman, man. We assume that because she is a female that she has our best interest, but nothing be further than the truth. So that's what I try to bring out in the channel. I try to bring out the heart and soul and break it down to the bare bones, the enigma that is the relationship between both male and female. That's the goal.
Hmm. Yeah, well, I can agree with you, man, 100%, brother Black Ram, because
Mm-hmm.
wife for about and she does shit that troubles me now. Don't think for a second that she got me wrapped up in this. Cause boy, let me tell you something. Boy, there's times when I'm on her boy like a truckload of bricks about the shit she done said, she done, how she spend money, the way she talked to me, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's
I hear you.
I guess that's a part of the relationship. But see, the difference with me is that I guess I guess the reason why I get along so well with my wife now because I'm a different person than I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I have four children, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my four children are with my ex. All right, all four of them are with my ex. We don't have any children. And whatever was to become between me and my wife, it would be a clean break. Clean break, just like breaking a stick. There's nothing in the middle of that. In the middle of that,
Mm-hmm.
except maybe some property and some money. But there's nothing
Mm-hmm.
emotional in the middle of that. If we was to step,
Yeah.
it'd be a clean break. When I
Mm.
left my ex, because we had the kids and all this kind of nonsense and went through child support, paid child support for like 23 years and the whole shit is just different. But I say again, I mean, me and my wife, we get along 80% of the time. Um, 20% of the time she get on my damn nerves and I tell her so. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
do tell her that she get on my damn nerve. And I also tell her that I think she's pretty. I tell her that too. All right. I tell her that too. And I, hey, she knows. She knows I do this shit. So, she know how I am. She know what I think about women. She know what I think about black women. Okay. I had a black mama. So all this shit I've seen before. I seen it when I was a little kid growing up. Just so happened that I had a father. I was raised by my old man. I wasn't raised by my mother. I was raised by my father. So I was kind of red pill before red pill got started. But once I started, when I started dating and being with women and all that kind of stuff, you go through that simp stage, because you got that love for pussy. So, that love for pussy causes you to lose a little bit of yourself, especially when you a young guy. I'm not a young guy anymore. I'm in my 40s now. That love for pussy caused you to be kind of, you turn into like this sympatron robot, and you find yourself
Mm-hmm.
doing shit that you wouldn't normally do. You find yourself going along with shit that you wouldn't normally go along with. This nice looking ass woman that's letting you fuck, you know?
Man,
Mm-hmm.
This is
you know
crazy.
what, man? I'm listening. I'm listening to both of y'all brothers, man, and I think man, you know what? I don't know if I think I don't even know if what I'm saying or whatever is gonna be taken in or out of context. It's not a cocky thing or whatever, man. But that emotional connection with someone else of the opposite sex, I've never actually had it. It's always been I will provide if you need it, but all of that extra shit, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not going for it. That emotional part, I think, was missing in my marriage because I wish I could tell you that I was out here jumping from woman to woman when I was married or whatever. No, it wasn't that. I couldn't stay out the street. That was my problem.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I had,
Mm-hmm.
my child's mom, my daughter, my ex-wife, and her daughter. So I had four women pulling me, four different ways, You know what I'm saying? And then my wife, she got mad at me because I didn't want to have kids with her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you got to understand something. My father, you know what I'm saying? And, I love that dude to death. Don't get me wrong. He taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? But homie had, he had 6 kids by 3 different women. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I got an older brother, you know what I'm saying? And I love him to death, you know what I'm saying? But he got 13 kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And the thing about it is like even when she told me she was pregnant, I had transferred to Arizona State. Man, I was living out there in Tempe. When she called me and told me she was pregnant, I was about to transfer to UC Davis and walk onto their wrestling team or whatever. When she called me and told me she was pregnant, I was like, by who? I thought she was playing. You know what I'm
By
saying?
who?
Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Because she called me. I think I was like 10 weeks into my semester when I was at Arizona State. And when she told me she was pregnant, so after she cussed me out and the semester ended, I hopped the flight and ended up back in the D. You know what I'm saying? And, I was doing my thing there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think maybe I should definitely subscribe to your channel, Black Ram, because that emotional shit, I know I'm missing. I'll be honest with you.
Well, let me
That
ask you
shit
this,
is like
Theron.
non-existent. What's up,
Well,
bro?
let me ask you this: you think it's non-existent because you haven't met a woman to be emotional with, or do you think that that's not just who you are?
You know what, man? I don't think that's who I am. Cause like I don't.
Hmm.
It's weird, man. Like I don't funerals. I don't cry at funerals.
Mm.
Um, I think I think that like and I ain't trying to put my business out there or whatever, man. But I saw some horrific shit when I was little. 5, 6 years old. Seen a dude get hit with a chopper before I knew what a chopper was. Half his face was missing, his leg was gone, and his hand was missing. You know what I'm saying? And so I was introduced to death at a very young age. So I know that that
Hmm.
shit is a part of life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So relationships, and women, so they come in. I guess that's why I ain't up on no, woman or whatever. Because shit, you gonna be there, you ain't. Shit.
And
You
can
know
I
what I'm saying?
say
But
this?
it won't be because some shit that you wasn't getting. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, a lot of times, like I said, I just leave my attention starved and shit because
Hmm.
I just don't give a fuck.
And you know
I
what?
just don't care, man.
And that's probably the way to be. That's probably the way to be. Actually, I don't see anything wrong with that.
That right?
Um,
Off.
Okay, okay.
I think that's
Better
the best.
I
I
off.
think
thought
that's
it was
the. I
Better
just
think
off.
that's
me.
the best way. I think that's the best way because I think the common
Okay.
misnomer is that a female can reciprocate when you give her emotional content. You remember Bruce Lee had one of his movies, and he was teaching a guy how to fight, and he kept on telling him, "You need emotional content." In other words, you have to feel
Hmm.
this thing. Um, the problem is when you give a woman of your emotions, she can use it as a weapon, and she often does because she's always looking for control and using that as a tool of manipulation and power against you. So if you are impervious to that, I think that's the goal. I think when I talk, my channel is pretty much my personal experience for the most part. So I'm talking about who I am as a person. I'm presenting that to the rest of the world. I have emotional vulnerabilities uh, that can be beautiful in the sense that it's nothing like experiencing loving a woman. However, that's extremely dangerous because oftentimes that's not reciprocated and relationships come to an end. I'm almost 40 years old and I still can't understand for the life of me how somebody can be together 5, 10, 15, 20 years, both male and female, but I'm going to concentrate on the female. How somebody can be together all of these years, live under the same roof, share tragedies together, good times, bad times. I mean, the same roof with a person, and then a person wake up one day and say, you know what, I don't want this anymore. That's amazing to me. And that just goes on with the brutality that is life. But that is amazing when someone can say, you know what, I don't want this anymore. So my goal is to minimize the damage because let me tell you why. The idea of her telling you she don't want this anymore because most of the time it's the female who filed for divorce. 50% of marriages end in a divorce. And what people don't tell you is that don't include separations and breakups. All you have to do is really think. Maybe not you, Theron, but just think. Most of the time when a relationship ends, it's because the woman wants it to end because she doesn't feel fulfilled because her appetite is insatiable. So what's my whole grand point in this? A man with emotional vulnerability who's trying to love a woman more than 50% of the time, you're going to come up short. And why is this such a
Hmm.
serious thing? Because men in their lives, they get depressed behind this. They have a loss of children behind this. This is really war. This is a really big problem. Nobody cares or is concerned with the pain, the anguish, and the heart of a man. Nobody cares about that. Even us among men, we don't give a shit about that. But it's a real thing. So a lot of times, us as men, as Michael Bazin's book presented, although I didn't read it, men really do cry in the dark because this is a big thing. We are the ones who are the lovers, like I said earlier. We're the ones who really love people and we love women. But those emotional vulnerabilities is that which can cause us our demise. And that's the point of my channel, to unveil and present female nature in a way that you can be aware of the danger, man, because it's dangerous. Ain't nothing like a woman, you loving a woman and she rejecting you, man. That it's heartbreaking. Now, again, every man is not like that. Theron, you said you haven't had that, and I think that is a beautiful thing. And I think that's the point of most of us men who are trying to come to. But we have a
Man,
strong
I get
need for female validation. Go ahead, bro.
man. I think that one of Bruce Lee's favorite quotes that he ever said was "Remain water," because it's ever
Mm-hmm.
changing and adapting to any situation. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that I think that's pretty much everybody same page, or there's a new book in another page over there. And I
Mm-hmm.
piece you out. Like even now, like me and my ex-wife, we the best of friends. She remarried and everything, but she just
Mm-hmm.
could not, I guess, get that through to me or whatever on that emotional shit. I'm like, what the fuck is you emotional for? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you in the house, you know what I'm saying? You got 4 cars, they in my name, but you got them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And you ain't never here. I know I ain't never here. Shit, Big Meat said it best. Either you got time and no money, or money and no time. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Yep,
shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
exactly.
about right. I don't know what else to do but to be me. I don't
And that's the thing about a woman.
shit.
You can't give her
Mm,
enough time, you can't give her enough money. Insatiable. And that's the point. And that's why I try to let men know that she is insatiable. That the because she's soft and because she's beautiful, we think she's harmless. But I submit to you as a man, she's one of the most dangerous creatures on planet Earth. All you have to do is look at the destruction she's caused with male suicide,
Yeah,
divorce,
absolutely.
financial loss, and the loss of children. She's responsible for all that. I'm not going to even mention the 350,000 abortions every year that she has, killing our children. All her choice, by the way. Nobody likes to talk about that she's the number one killer of the black community. And I know, Prophet Thought, you don't really go at black women, which is fine. But I think we still need to make the
Well,
point.
well, well, I do. When they get on my damn nerve, if they push me, if they
Mhm.
push me, or I see them messing with the brothers too much, then
Yeah,
then I climb out of my bag and jump
yeah,
on them. I got I
yeah,
got I got a few videos where I'm jumping on them. I got a
yeah.
few.
But we got to let the brothers got to know that she's a dangerous creature, man. And if you really
was
look
it?
at it,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, and that she actually look at it by the numbers, she's the most destructive force in our community. If you want to be honest. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't try to, for those who care, that we shouldn't try to fix these problems. But you can't fix a problem and ignore it and act like she's an angel when she's not. You can't act like she's an angel when most of them are demons. All you gotta do is look at the abortion rate in the black community. You can't tell me that's not a devil or a demon. You can't tell me that. So we gotta first acknowledge that there is a problem, that she's destroying men's lives and the lives of children. Then we can probably try to fix it. But many of us in my community think that is impossible. However, somebody, somewhere got to tell the truth and not be afraid. And if
Yep,
not, and a lot of
yep.
our guys, we are the ones that's going to tell it like it is, and we're not going to ignore the problem because it looks nice and sweet and looks innocent, and she got a nice body, therefore she can do no wrong. Hell no, we don't pedestalize women. You want equality as a
So
female? Well, then you need to be critiqued.
Hmm,
so
hmm.
you have no intention on getting married then, right, brother Black Ram? You're not even looking to like get married or anything
Yeah,
like that, right?
in a legal sense, marriage is counterproductive, becoming one with the state. However,
Mm,
I am an Israelite and I believe in polygyny. So I believe when a
okay.
man is with a woman, and she ain't with nobody else, and she with him, that's technically, in a biblical sense, his wife. And I
Okay.
believe in having more than one woman. It was a time when I thought that that was being a player and all that, but no, 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 man. I'm
Hmm.
not. This is not a game, and I'm not ignorant like that. It ain't about being a player. It's not about bed and a bunch of women. It's literally about number one, having a standard, having rules and regulations, and number two, uh, the women in your life actually do mean something. So my
Mm.
not necessarily goal, but my lifestyle is I'm a heterosexual polygynous male, and I believe in having more than one
Okay.
woman consistently and constantly, and not one woman just to have sex with. Uh, when possible, if possible, the women that I deal with, I'm trying to give a part of me to them, which is my mind and my spirit, to renew their mind from this American Babylonian system into a new way of thinking. I'm trying to give them an impartation of something of myself, which is different from the rest of the world, which in and of itself is a challenge. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to build a woman up in the scriptures and to make her the woman that she ought to be, which is definitely not easy, but that's the
Mm.
goal. And I believe in having these relationships, and I have these relationships. And I've had a woman in my life for many years, and I've had many women in my life for many years. I know some people think, oh, Black Ram, you can't stand women, and you probably ain't got no woman. I've been in relationships consistently um, from 12 to 5 years with different women. So,
Mm.
but it's not about bragging and boasting. It's not a lot. I don't really talk about that on my channel for the simple fact that it's not something to beat my chest about. Again, I'm not a player. It's not about saying, "Ooh, look at me! I got a bunch of women on the team." It's not about that. This is our culture, and I believe if in the proper context, polygyny can actually be a beautiful thing, and it's biblical, and I think it's actually not only is it the oldest family structure ever. I think if done correctly, we could have better communities, honestly. And it's not so a man can have variety necessarily, but you're building economic structures. You're building a kingdom. You're building a nation. You're building a family structure. Um, and not only that, it's conducive to a man's nature. A man can have offspring and can produce children and can produce seed from puberty until death. A man can literally populate a whole city. Of course, a woman is not so. So it's not only biological, but in the social instance, it makes sense. So I'm pro polygyny, not polygamy. That's the broad category, but polygyny, one man, multiple women. And actually, I think that's the way we were designed.
So you don't have them all in. They can't be in all in one house, though, right? I mean,
At the end of the day, women are still women, and that's definitely difficult. And at the end of the day, you want some peace, so I live all by myself. At the end of
they can't.
Oh
They
boy.
can't all be in the same crib.
Man,
That's
Oh
got to be
ideally it would be
rough.
nice. Ideally it would be nice, but practically nah. And me just as a lifestyle, I have to say this. I just came not too long ago to the realization that this is who I am as a person. When I was a kid, I always wanted more than one woman. And I used to think it was wrong because coming from that Christianity in the back of the head, which I'm against, in the back of the head, you think, oh, one man, one woman, one man, one woman. But I never ever could deal with just one woman. And I used to be made to feel bad about this and I thought it was something I had to overcome. And then when I started looking at the scriptures, I'm like, wow, Moses and Abraham and all these, and David and Solomon and all these men had multiple women. And, you know, of course, we're not in those times today, but it's a natural thing. So I learned to embrace and accept my desire, my sexuality, heterosexual, polygynous male. And now I'm at the point now I'm free. I don't feel any guilt. I don't need any validation. I don't care what nobody think about it. I don't care about the women that I'm involved with, what they think about polygyny or me having multiple women. I don't care anymore because I'm free from that and I'm
Well, I
comfortable.
know stuff, brother Black Ram. I have learned so, and I mean, y'all need to go ahead and Black Ram 313 subscribe to his channel. I mean, the brother drops it. You're a man and you want to understand some red pill philosophy coming from a brother who has a great understanding of it. Y'all need to go to his channel. and subscribe and the channel. I've been a subscriber of his channel for quite some time now, for a good little while, and I mean I listen to his stuff a lot of times. What I'm gonna fill y'all in on a little secret, something that Brother BlackRam probably don't know either. And I listen to a couple of his joints, and that shit inspires me to make my shit. So to a couple of his shit, and then I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about today. The brother puts down some
Good
good
stuff.
stuff, man. He's got a good platform, man, and like he always says, man, this shit is therapeutic, man.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
You a brother?
I must say, man, like I've never had
Go
an
ahead, brother
issue.
Karan.
I've never had an issue, man, with I guess stepping out of really any city, man, and going to a bar, man. Sparking up a conversation with a pretty young woman or whatever, just for company or entertainment. I mean, it was a time or whatever where I was entertaining a whole bunch of women or whatever, but that shit just got on my nerves. Like, because I'm like, I don't like being pulled from every which way or whatever. When there's things I need to do, there's things that I need to do. I mean, so cold with it, man. Like, I had two phones or whatever at one time, and I damn near had a woman in every city that I would go to. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit got on my nerves. I cut the other phone off or whatever, man, and just decided that you know what I wanted to do was I guess kind of chill out and see what was out there for me or whatever, as far as settling down. But shit, after listening to what you said, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Shit. I mean,
Let me tell
oh
you something,
man.
man. Let me tell you something. But settling down, and this is coming from a brother who has done this a couple times. I've only in my whole life, I've only, I will say, two or three serious relationships with the woman that I'm with now, or had my kids with. Um, it's it's not easy, and I know that I'm not a perfect person. I know I'm not a perfect person. I expect certain things as a man. I expect these things, okay, and I expect them from my woman. Like I said, the
Mhm.
reason why my wife and I are together is because the things I expect from her, for the most part, I get them. Okay,
Mhm.
and I've got them, and she's evolved over time. I mean, the time that we've been together, there's been some evolution, just like there's been some evolution with me.
Mhm.
There's been some evolution. There's been some things that I've had to teach her and sit her down and say, look, woman, look here, this, and that. We've had those moments, So she's evolved. I said I have evolved as well. So you're constantly working on yourself. If you're a true man, you're constantly working on yourself. Because when it all boils down to it, man, you have to be a man for you. And I've said
Absolutely.
this a lot, and I've said this on other streams. Man for you.
Mhm.
You can't be a man for this woman. You
Exactly.
be a man, okay? You can't be a man for your wife. You can't be a man for your girlfriend. You can't even be a man for your daughters, man. You
Mhm.
have to be a man for you.
Yep.
For you, all that other shit falls into place. It just does,
Yep.
man.
Yep. And then you have to be willing to
It
deal
all
with the
starts with you.
consequence of that too. You got to be willing because if you stand on your principles of manhood and you are being the man for you, some people may take that offensive. I
Yep.
have lost women that I really adore because I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna deal with multiple women. You know about it. I haven't always been forthright with it, but hey, I deal with multiple women. You know about it. You can either accept it or not accept it, and a lot of the times they don't accept it. Yeah,
Mm,
it broke my heart, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be the man that I want to be. I'm not going to pretend to be the man for you. And my Israelite background and leanings shows me where, which many will disagree, but the female is created for the male, not the other way around. When the Most High created the man in Genesis, he created the female to be the helper, not the male to be her helper. I'm not saying that a man can't do things for his woman. But what I'm saying is the original design, and we're far from that, by the way. But the original design was she being created for you, and that's what I take. And I don't want to bring vice into it, but if you look at, and I'm not an advocate of this, but if you look at pimping, okay, what you have is a man who demands certain things from his woman, like you just said. And one of those things, as a pimp, what he demands is his woman's
Mm-hmm.
servitude. Her servitude. He demands that. And in his demand, because he's so confident with his, women would vehemently disagree, but because he's so confident in what he demands and he demands it, he gets it. And that's just a simple, that's the thinking like a king. You know, I'm not going to be a woman's servant. I'm not going to be a woman's peasant. Either I'm the man, the king, you bow down, or I don't need you. Simple as that. And when a man is willing to be on his own and suffer whatever consequence because of his principles, he's unbreakable. And that's my goal, to be an unbreakable man. Stern in my principles, even in the face of death. I'm going to stand strong with my beliefs and my principles till the casket drop. And as a man, if you can't stand for that, your principles and who you are, then what are you worth? If your principles are compromising because she got a big ass, then who are you? What
Yeah,
is your
man.
worth? What is your value then? Are you going to stand in spite of? So I'm going to stand against white supremacy. I'm going to stand against oppression. I'm going to stand for manhood. And I'm going to keep these principles because this is who I am as a person. And a woman can either take it or leave it. At the end of the day, it's just going to be me anyway. So I'll deal with any consequence that comes along with that. And that's called being a man.
You gotta be willing to lose shit, man. You gotta be willing to
Mm-hmm.
lose friends. You gotta be willing to lose women. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
be willing to take that shit on the chin, man.
Yep.
Do that. True manhood is like
Yeah,
Brother
yeah.
BlackRam said. You gotta stand on your principles, man. And guess what? Sometimes when you stand on your principles, you're gonna lose
Mm-hmm.
women. You're gonna lose friends. Shit,
Yep.
man. Shit. There's times when my daughters didn't even speak to me.
Mm-hmm.
Told them because of the shit I
Mm-hmm.
told them. Oh, Dad, I don't want to speak to you again. I'm like, oh well, hell I said, girl. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
stand by what I said. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, as a man, you're gonna take a few L's. You're gonna
Yep.
take some L's from people, especially
Mm-hmm.
females, man, and some males too.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Be willing. You have to be willing to do that. You have to be willing to absorb that. Okay,
Yep.
that's true manhood because you're being a man for you.
Absolutely.
He's
Exactly.
anybody else,
Mm-hmm.
and the people who accept that about you really care about you.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the
Yeah,
Yep.
people who care about you. That.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The ones who don't
Absolutely.
accept you to accept them, they don't give a shit about you, man. They don't care about you.
Not at all. They in it just for themselves.
Yep. They
Yeah.
care
Relate,
And see
about
that.
themselves.
and
See
that
that
only.
that's
That's it.
my big see that's my biggest fear or whatever, man. Because I'm not gonna say that I'm nonchalant or whatever, that I just don't give a fuck or whatever. But sometimes or whatever, man, I get sidetracked and blinded or whatever, man. But when I snap back to reality, oh, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So trying to
Mm.
really get caught for the okey doke, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if settling down is really in the cards for me. I mean, I'd like to. That shit has somebody to go to somewhere. But on the flip side, I don't think I'm really missing shit. A lot of the dudes I know, man,
Don't,
down or whatever, they be sad as fuck. Like living
yeah, well,
vicariously and shit through me.
Mm-hmm.
don't be in a hurry. Trust me. Trust me, man. It's really overrated. And down
Mm,
crap is
Mm-hmm.
really overrated. Because let me tell you something. Probably, if I knew the things that I know now, if I knew them, say, 25, 26 years ago, shoot, right now I'd probably be by myself because I would have never got involved with my ex at all. Never got involved with her at all because I would have knew right then and there that she wasn't right for me. I would have knew she wasn't right for me because I look back on it now. I look back those 25, 26 years, man, that woman was never right for me.
mm,
So my whole life would be different. I may not have even met the woman that I'm with now because I know I'd be in a different time zone, a different mind frame, all of that. So
Mm.
if I knew then, you can say that over and over. If you knew then what you know now, I mean, so don't be in a rush, man. Never be in a rush to self, because basically when you get into a full steam relationship, especially when you talk about a commitment like a marriage and all that, man, trust me, a part of yourself, you are ultimately going to have to take part of yourself and compromise for this other person. You compromise in bed space, you compromise in the finances, you compromise in resources. If you got children, you compromise in cost of education, clothes, shoes, whatever it takes to take care of that child. So not for nothing, when you're in a relationship, you're going to be compromising on some things. Woman, her and I, we don't have children. So the only thing I compromise on is, some resources, the bed, and whatever it takes, to keep our house going.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And be something totally different. So
Yeah.
don't be in a rush to just, don't even, because trust
Right.
me, there's nothing wrong with being a bachelor. Those are wild. I was one of those a while before I met my wife. I was a years when I split with my ex. I didn't have no at all. Okay, I lived by myself. I had my own condo and all that. It was just me and my brother. We had a condominium, us two. So it was just a straight whole house. It was just straight brothel.
It sound like
You
fun.
know,
Sound like fun. Yeah.
yeah, but it
Yeah.
was. Don't get me wrong, it was. And then
Yeah.
and then my brother moved out because it was my brother's condo.
Uh,
And I moved in there with him. He said, "Come on, bro, come move with me." We split the bills. He messed around and moved out and left me with the condo because he actually went off and got married. Condo all to myself then. So it just became a bigger brothel then. A brothel. So
okay.
don't be quick to give that freedom up. Because if you give that freedom up, you better be giving it up for somebody who's damn worth it. I can tell you that, brother. Freedom up, give that freedom to somebody who's damn worth it. Because it ain't many.
Yeah,
It
that is
ain't
true.
many.
I didn't have
It's
many, and
gonna be
yeah, you're
like
right.
like one out of every 10,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
9,999 ain't shit.
And that's
And they
optimistic.
damn
One out of
sure,
10,000.
yeah. They ain't
That's
gonna be
optimistic.
shit and they damn sure ain't gonna be worth you. Because I tell
Mm-hmm.
brothers
Yeah.
this all the time. I tell brothers that they deserve better, man. You deserve better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you deserve a better life. You deserve a better use of your time, your resources, and you deserve a better quality woman. I know we've all grown up. Most of us in Black society, we've been taught to settle for these 350-pound baby mama 4 5 time over chicks living in the projects and shit.
Ooh-wee.
Okay, we've been taught and indoctrinated that that's what we worth, and that's what these women will try to shame you into believing that's what you're meant for, but you're not. You're that
Mm-hmm.
better than that,
Absolutely.
better than that.
I ain't doing
Okay,
that. I ain't fucking with me. I'm straight.
you know. I mean,
I ain't fucking with nothing
that's
bigger
what
than
we
me,
were
dog.
taught. That's what we were taught, and brothers deserve better, man. Women
Uh-huh.
tell you nothing different.
Hmm.
Yep.
Different. Shit, you the prize. She not.
Mm-hmm.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
You are. Because guess what? After she get a certain age, nature crude trick on her is called getting old,
That's right.
losing fertility, menopause. All that happens. Shoot,
Mm-hmm.
like Brother Black Ram said earlier. Shoot, you can start you a family up until the time you dead.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is somebody young, fertile, and willing. That's
Yep.
it. I know a lot of 60-year-old men who knock 30-year-old women, 25-year-old women
Yeah.
with
Mm-hmm.
sons and daughters, with families.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the biological clock, not you.
That's
Now,
right.
value goes
Mm.
down as they get goes
That's the
up.
whole women age like milk,
Mm-hmm.
and
Up as you get older. Because what happens to a man when he gets older? When you
women
young, you
age like
17,
milk, and
18
men
years
age like
old,
wine.
yeah, you young, you may not got a lot of money, you're broke, you may live in mama's attic, whatever the case may be. As you get older, you get more stable, you gain more knowledge, you probably got more money, a career
Mm-hmm.
path, you probably own more shit. Opposite of her, I mean, she's 17, 18, 19. She perky, she fertile, she round, she soft. By the time she's 35, 40 years old, bam, she done hit the wall. She can't give you no babies, ass drooping, titties sagging. Especially if she about 4, 5 babies in, she finished.
Mm-hmm. Over
She's finished.
with.
Nature plays a cruel trick on women. That shit. And like
Yeah.
nature plays a cruel trick on y'all. You know? Shit, I'm worth more than you. I'm worth more than you on the sex. Just it is what it is.
And that's the truth,
Mm,
man.
damn.
It's
Nature
men.
plays a cruel trick on
Yep.
y'all.
Yep.
On them, man.
Men are viable until death, and it's us who
Damn.
build
Yep.
society, who build structures, who build kingdoms, man. Everything a woman has that she can enjoy is a result of a man, result of the mind and generosity of a man. So, in the matter of value, a man is infinitely more valuable. Not to devalue the female. I'm not saying that as men we don't need our women. It's just that she is adversarial to us. And when you break it down to bare bones, like you said earlier, we're the prize. And she essentially reaps all the benefits
Yep.
of manhood, all the benefits. And at least they could be grateful, but we know that's not what they're going for today. They don't even have the attitude of graciousness for what we do provide for them. All men in all societies. The bed that she sleeps in, the phone that she's
Hmm.
on, the television she watches, all the freedoms that she do enjoy comes from males. But she don't appreciate that though. A most ungrateful creature. But
You're
yes,
going to be
man.
able to do enough, regardless of what you thinking. You're never going to be able to do enough, man. So you
Mm-hmm.
know what you do, and if she don't think it's enough, guess what? She's going to think that anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
you let it be
Yeah.
enough for you, and let it be what it is. Especially a brother like you on the road a lot. You a trucker, man. You
Mm-hmm.
don't settle for no bullshit. Don't settle for
Yeah.
no bullshit. Don't be in a hurry to do nothing that ain't congruent to your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's what brothers have learned to do. They curb their damn lifestyle for some woman, man. That's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You be a man for you, man. That's it. Be a man for you, and whatever don't fit into that, guess what? Don't need to be there. Doesn't need to be there.
Don't
It
need it.
needs to fit. It needs to fit into your paradigm, your
Mm-hmm.
dynamic. If it don't fit in there,
Exactly.
you don't need it.
Absolutely.
You don't need
Yeah.
it.
That's what
I
I'm
was
You don't
just,
talking
I
need
was
it.
just
about.
think, I was just thinking of whatever, man, because I thought I was being selfish and shit, man, and thinking exactly that. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Selfish.
Yeah,
Be
I thought I
selfish.
was being. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling
And
All
you,
right,
and
so I'm
be
doing the
that.
right thing.
Yes,
and
be
and
damn selfish, man.
and I like to say it like this before I pass my bedtime. I like to say it like this: when you meet a woman, brother, she's coming into your world. You're not joining hers. She comes to fit in your arena. Like Brother Prophet said, your paradigm. So if she's coming into your world, you come with your expectations, you come with your standards, you come with your rules and regulations. She's joining you. You're not joining her. She's cleaving on to you. She needs you to be the protector and provider. I don't care if she make $1 million a year. At the end of the day, she needs you to be that protector and provider. That's how we're built. So she's joining your world, and you let her know, hey, this is what you're getting out of my world. You can take it or leave it. And when we look at it from that dynamic and prizing ourselves, and you taking the lead in every area and every angle, man, that's what it's about. That's what manhood is about. And if a woman don't want to fit in your world, which means she's coming submissively, she's coming bringing oblation, she's coming doing, she's coming to cook, she's coming to clean, she's coming to serve, then she don't deserve your provision or your protection. Simple as that. And until you meet a woman that can fit those criterias, you know, do you play on, so to speak? If a woman come to you
Yeah,
who can meet that
exactly.
criteria, then different story. Different story. But hell yeah.
Right.
But it's good to be in
Yeah,
your
man.
position, Theron. I mean, you on the road, you're making money, man. You living life the way you want to live. This is what we need more brothers to do, man. You living life by your own rules. Uh, you making your own way. You making money. You enjoying it, man. I see that big ass smile on your face when you was walking, bro. You living this, and this is what we want
Yep.
from brothers. We want brothers enjoying their life, man, and not burdened down by some female who don't appreciate them. Some female that's gonna take them to child support court. Some female that's gonna try to divorce them and go for alimony. We want to enjoy our lives. I mean, as a black man, because we black men in this mug, black men, we
Right.
don't really live that long. Life is a lot of trouble and then it ends, man. So we need to, what we want to do is create a new wave, man, a new wave of black men, a new wave of thinking, not that it's selfish, but to put ourselves first. Because so long we put our women first. For so long, we put others first. We bear the burdens of all society. In fact, we're the most hated among society and never appreciated. It's time for us as black men to start living for ourselves, man, and doing for ourselves, and let women fall in line like they were designed to. She's designed to fall in line, man.
Hmm.
That's what I'm about.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Okay.
Prophet, thanks for having me on, bro.
Yeah.
And
Brother
I
BlackRam,
enjoyed
man,
it.
I appreciate you coming on, man. I mean, I know it was like kind of short notice and the equipment messed up and all that.
Yeah,
But
and I think I jumped on late because I think I was
you
thinking
know,
Central Time. I think you in another time zone because so I said 9:30, which was your 8:30. Then I was just finishing up with my first live stream. So we kind of
but
we kind of ran into
I
each other.
appreciate you coming on, though, brother. I do,
Yes,
man. We
sir.
got to do this again, man.
Yes, sir. And I
You want me to
appreciate you
come
having me,
around
man.
Absolutely. It was dope.
whenever you want me to come around to Black Ram 313. Well, all you got to do is hit me up.
Definitely,
I'll be
bro.
there, brother.
Definitely, bro. And Theron, man, keep doing what you're doing, bro. And I'll be subscribing to your channel, man, and hope to do this again soon. Appreciate you, Prophet, for thinking up on
All right, man.
the
Everybody
show,
Thank you.
bro.
need to go subscribe to Black Ram 313. And before you go, brother, I got to play this one
Yes,
time
sir.
before you leave.
All right.
You know this is therapeutic, man.
I appreciate that,
All
brother.
right. Peace, brother.
All right, bro. Peace. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we just got off the line with brother Black Ram 313. That's my dude. Me and him, we got a pretty good rapport, man. I've been, kicking with brother Black Ram for quite a minute, man. I like his stuff, man. And y'all need to go over there, subscribe, hit up the brother channel, hit the brother channel up, listen to his shit. Does good commentary, man, and he makes you look at things different, man. He will change look at stuff, man. And me, I'm all about that. I'm all about, I'm all about that mind opening stuff, man. So y'all need to go over there, check out Black Ram 313, check out his channel. I guess when I do the mix down and the upload on this, what I'll do is put I'll put Black Ram's link in here. It'll be in the description box. If you looking at it on the replay, down there in the description box. There it is. Subscribe to Black Ram 3, man. He's a good brother. And even though shit messed up, cut everybody off and all that kind of nonsense. But I want to thank y'all for stopping by tonight. I appreciate y'all checking us out here on the old Prophet of Thought series YouTube channel. Teacher Tanisha ain't show up tonight. I don't know what the hell happened to her. But we had some good brothers on here tonight. We had the master teacher BGS, brother Valdez, the angry man. We had brother Theron Williams, and of course the guest of honor was brother Black Ram 313. Special guest for y'all next week. Chew. Not going to tell y'all who it is. Y'all are going to have to watch the stream to see it. Yep, you're gonna have to check the channel to see what I got in store for y'all, because that's what I'm gonna be doing from here on in. I'm going to be up a couple days before I do it. I'm not going to be doing too many flyers like I used to do, because it's not like y'all damn watch them anyway. So if you want to see what we got going on each week, you're gonna have to come on by the channel. So you have to waste a couple minutes out of your life to scroll on down and see what we got by way of stream. All right. So y'all make sure y'all get up there. Y'all check the Proper Thought Series Facebook page. Y'all make sure y'all stop by www.don'teventreit.wikifoundry.com and get up on the Proper Thought Series group page. Y'all can also check us out on and on WhatsApp. All right. Y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all stopping by the old T.P.O.T YouTube page. And I will leave y'all with 3 words. And I want to thank all my mods, the mod squad, for showing up tonight. Everybody, Brother Laquan, Child Willie, Woman of the Past. And we had BJ Allen D, Cats 938, of course, Ruby, and everybody else. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate y'all moderating my stuff. And until next time, I will leave y'all with 3 words like I always do. Open your minds. And we are out of here, y'all. The Prophet of Thought series. Peace, y'all. Prophet of Thought series. Prophet of Thought